Hey Leo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This reading today is for all of my single Leos out there, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and we're going to see what could be coming towards you guys this week when it comes to love. Now, I do like to remind you, Leo, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate, which is totally okay. You're always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. So we're jumping right into it today, my lovely lions, and we're going to see what could be coming toward Leo in love. First message coming out today for my lovely lions, we have got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a pretty patient energy, Leo. So maybe some of you feel like you've been patiently waiting for love. So let's see where it goes. Tell me more about what's coming toward Leo this week. My goodness, look at that. I think your patience is going to pay off sooner than you expect, Leo. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles as the first card, which is kind of like, you know, patiently waiting, wondering when your true love is going to appear. It's also an energy of setting intentions. So maybe some of you have been in a bit of a period where you've been thinking about, what do I want in my next relationship? What am I looking for in a partnership? What's important to me? And then as you start to kind of, you know, clarify your intentions and set those intentions out into the universe, look what follows that, Leo. We have got the Empress, which is like a super beautiful energy of love, abundance. It's a very nurturing energy. So what this feels like to me is that if you're a single Leo this week, there's this very nurturing, caring, loving energy surrounding you. And I feel like there's the potential here for somebody to come towards you, whereas there's going to be like a lot of love, a lot of intimacy, a lot of like just really, you know, warm, loving, caring energy coming from this person. Okay, tell me more about what could be coming toward my single Leos this week. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay, we will definitely take that. So I think that if things feel like they've been moving a little bit slower, Leo, they're probably going to feel like they're picking up speed very quickly this week. The Knight of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And you can see here, it's a very fast moving energy. It's like momentum is picking up, you know, speed is picking up. Somebody's coming in and pursuing you. The Knight of Swords is a go-getter, Leo. They go after what they want and they usually get it, you know? This is somebody where when they set their sight on something or someone, nothing can get in the way. Nothing can stop them from pursuing you. So I think that this week, the cards are very clearly saying that if you've patiently been waiting for love to come in, there's definitely love coming in for you with that Empress and with that Knight of Swords. And one of the really beautiful things about this energy is that, especially with the Knight of Swords, you're going to be able to feel this person's energy coming towards you. This is very much an energy of somebody pursuing you. It's very much the energy of somebody who's like, I want to be with Leo. Leo has caught my attention. I want to pursue Leo. And you're going to feel that. You're going to feel their interest. You're going to feel their attention coming towards you, which feels really, really good. So very, very strong energy here to suggest that somebody new is going to be pursuing you this week when it comes to love, Leo. So keep your eyes open, okay? Now, here's what we're going to do for the rest of the reading. We're going to look more at this person and we're going to look more at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy this week, what they might be feeling and what they might be doing. We will look at the same thing for you and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's kind of see here what's up with this person. Tell me about this person who's here for my single Leos. Ooh, look at that, you guys. First card coming out today is the King of Wands. So you could be dealing with another fire sign, maybe a Leo, maybe an Aries, maybe a Sagittarius. There's a couple of things that are really standing out to me with this energy that I quite like. First of all, this is a king. Don't worry about the gender, but it's the energy of somebody who's very mature, okay? So I think you're attracting in a very mature lover. Now with the King of Wands, this tends to be a person who is confident, secure, and probably somebody who feels very attracted to you with all that fire energy. There's probably going to be a lot of attraction and a lot of sparks that are flying between the two of you right away. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy this week. Look at that. I definitely think things are picking up speed this week for my single Leos. I kind of love it. So the Eight of Wands is a very fast moving energy. It's like there's almost a sense of urgency. Like there's something about your person's energy this week, Leo, where it's like they feel they need to make a move right away. It's almost as if they think if I don't make a move on Leo immediately, then maybe I'll miss out on my chance. And they don't want to risk that, right? So here they are jumping in, passionately pursuing you. And I think that there could be some really strong communication coming towards you from this person because that's what can be indicated by the Eight of Wands as well. So that feels really beautiful. Now the Eight of Wands can also be connected to travel. So sometimes, Leo, I do kind of feel like the Eight of Wands can represent the energy of connecting with someone who's from a different place in the world, different background, different experiences, potentially even meeting somebody new while traveling if you happen to be doing some traveling this week. But the big message here is that it looks like they're very strongly pursuing you and they're not going to just sit back and wait for something to happen. This is very action-oriented energy, and the King of Wands is a very action-oriented type of person as well. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy. And then the Seven of Cups. Oh, interesting. So this is a very different kind of vibe. Seven of Cups here is an energy of somebody having options available. It's a little bit of a confusing energy. It's a little bit of like, is this too good to be true? It's kind of funny, Leo, because it's almost suggesting that what might happen this week is that this person initially comes on really, really strong and pursues you, but then has like a little moment of doubt there with the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is not a major arcana. It's a minor arcana within the tarot. So the minor arcana tend to indicate like less, I was gonna say less severe, like less big energy. My gosh, can't talk today, you guys. Like it almost feels like there could be something this week though that kind of throws them off a little bit. So you might feel them pursuing you, but then all of a sudden they kind of pull back that energy a little bit because of something going on. I kind of want to clarify the Seven of Cups. Tell me about this energy, please. Ace of Swords. Okay, so aces are about new beginnings. Let's get two more cards. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. The Devil. Oh, interesting. Tell me more about this person's energy and the Queen of Wands. So I think the big thing here that I'm getting is that your person is being very careful. When I see the Devil energy coming up, it tells me that your person has probably had some toxic experiences when it comes to love. Now, with that Ace of Swords, I do think that they've learned a lot of lessons and they've gotten clarity, but I think they're also very intentional about wanting to make sure that they're not falling into any sort of pattern that could be problematic. And so I almost wonder, because the Seven of Cups is following the Eight of Wands, maybe your person comes in and is really excited about you, Leo, and is like actively pursuing you, but then they have a moment where they're like, is this moving too quick? Do we need to slow things down a little bit? We do talk about pacing on my channel a fair amount, and I kind of just feel like that's what it is. I think your person with that Devil, like I said, has probably, I'm going to say, moved really quickly in a past relationship and had it come back and kind of bite them in the ass, you know? And so now they're just like, I want to move quickly. I'm excited about Leo, but I also want to make sure that Leo and I are not falling into any sort of unhealthy dynamics with that Devil energy. And I think they're just trying to like confidently approach you and confidently move the relationship forward in a way that feels good and feels balanced for both of you. But there could be a moment where you feel their energy kind of pulls back a little bit. And I think it's just them kind of checking in with themselves, Leo, to make sure that the two of you are still like pursuing each other in a healthy way. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see what they could be feeling this week, please. The High Priestess. Well, so here's the thing, you guys. The High Priestess is about a really strong soul connection between two people. So how this person feels about you is a very strong connection, okay? They can't deny the vibe. They can't deny the fact that they're attracted to you. They can't deny the fact that they feel, you know, very attracted to you. And I think that's obviously a really strong indicator that this person is obviously very connected to you. Tell me more about what they could be feeling this week. Three of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. Three of Pentacles tends to be a very supportive energy. It tends to be the energy of feeling like somebody has our back, somebody's here for us, somebody's showing up for us. So I definitely feel that there's something really beautiful in the way that the two of you connect that feels very supportive within the energy. So it's like they want to support you and show up for you, Leo, but they also feel that support coming back as well. I'm also going to say, for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you with that Three of Pentacles, this could even be a friendship that's turning romantic. So maybe there's somebody in your life where this week, suddenly you start to see them in a different light and it turns into something more. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. Look at that, yeah. So here's the thing, you guys, the Hierophant is pretty serious energy. It's all about commitment. And so with this person, in terms of how they feel, this is really, really nice energy to show up for them, Leo, with the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, okay? So what I see here is that this person feels very strongly for you, very deeply connected, especially with that High Priestess, and they see a future, okay? They see commitment, they see stability with that Hierophant, and so that's what they're moving towards. So I guess what I'm saying here is like, if there is a little moment where they pull back a bit this week with the Seven of Cups, I feel like the tarot is saying like, don't worry about that too much, because when we look at a lot of the other energy, it's like super committed and super like in love with you and falling in love with you. So maybe it's a little bit of a reassurance, you know, especially in the beginning stages of getting to know somebody. I don't know, you can agree or disagree, but I kind of feel like, especially at the beginning, there can be moments where we're like trying to understand the other person and we're trying to figure out how we feel. And I don't think it's like the end of the world if somebody's like, oh, I need a little bit of space, I need to kind of pull back a little bit. It could just be your person like checking in with themselves and reevaluating. But then when we look at their feelings, we see that they're committed. So that's why it's like, you know, they pull back a little, don't let it throw you off too much. Let's see what actions they could be taking. Page of Cups, yes. So you could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. I think that they are reaching out to you. They're, you know, asking you out. The Page of Cups tends to be a messenger of love. So I do think that they're going to be opening up about their feelings. It's going to be clear that they're falling for you. Tell me more, please, about what actions they could be taking. Three of Wands, yeah. I think this is someone who's going to make it very clear to you upfront, Leo, that they're thinking long term. Like, you know, when you go out on a date with somebody and you're trying to figure out like, what do they want? What are their intentions? With this person, it's very clear to me that they're thinking long term. And I think they're going to make you aware of that very early on, just to make sure that the two of you are on the same page. Like, they're serious about commitment. And I think they also want to know that you're serious about commitment as well. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. Nine of Pentacles, that's really good. This just tells me that they're like a confident person. Confident, but not cocky, you know? I think that they approach you, they know they bring a lot to the table. They are very excited about you. And I think they just, I don't know. This is somebody who has worked on themselves, right? Because we did have the Devil energy earlier. And I was saying like, this can represent that your person has maybe had some toxic stuff in the past relationships. They've worked through it, they've grown, and now they're bringing like this really healthy dynamic into the connection. So that feels really good. Okay, so let's take a look at Leo's energy for this week. The Fool. It's like you're ready for this brand new beginning in love. You're like, I'm ready to take a leap of faith with this person. It's a very open, receptive energy. Tell me more, please. The Hanged Man. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like there's something this week, Leo, that you're going to be seeing from a different perspective. Maybe this person is not quite who you expect or not quite who you would normally go for. That's the message I'm intuitively getting. And you might have to shift your perspective and be like, I didn't think they were my type, but actually I think they really are. That's the message I'm getting. Like, whoever this person is, it might throw you off a little bit because it might not totally be who you expected, but this could be exactly who you're looking for. That's the message I'm getting. So just be open this week. Tell me more about Leo's energy, please. And then we've got the Three of Swords. Oh, okay. There's some emotional heaviness here, you guys. Three of Swords is definitely indicating that you've been hurt before in love. I mean, who hasn't? That's just, I think, the nature of, you know, dating and putting ourselves out there. But I feel like with the Three of Swords, it does kind of say like, there is still some emotional heaviness that's weighing on you this week when it comes to love. Maybe that's why with the Hanged Man, you are also kind of taking a bit of a step back at some point this week, just reflecting on the connection. I feel like this is saying like, watch out for these feelings coming up, because like you might have this new love coming in, but then if you get stuck thinking about the past, then it might be hard to really explore this connection. You know what I mean? Like if we're so in the heartbreak and we're so just focused on past relationships that didn't work out, it can make it hard for us to see the opportunity that's here for us right now. And I just feel there's kind of a message here that's like, there's an opportunity here for you this week. So like open up your eyes to that opportunity. Okay, let's see what Leo could be feeling this week, please. The Star, nice. This is a very hopeful and optimistic energy. So I feel like with this energy coming towards you, I think it's gonna feel really good, you guys. It's gonna show you like, you can believe in love again. And I think you're gonna feel excited about the possibility with this connection. Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling. The Emperor, good. This is fellow fire sign energy. It's Aries energy. But the Emperor is someone who tends to be like really confident, knows what they want, goes after it. So I'm seeing that for both you and your person. Like there's a sense of confidence that things are really good between the two of you, right? It's like, I think both of you are gonna know early on that this is going somewhere. Tell me more, please. And then the Magician. Okay. So with the Magician here, this can be a card of manifestation, creating something together. So it can represent that you're like emotionally ready to start to build something new with a new person. But it is kind of an energy sometimes of wondering is this an illusion? Is it too good to be true, right? And it's kind of funny, Leo, because I saw that a little bit like with your person, the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Magician for you. It's kind of like both of you are going to be super into each other this week, but then there is going to be a moment, it looks like for both of you, where each of you are going to kind of check in with yourselves and be like, okay, is this too good to be true? Is this, is this good? Is this like positive? Is this moving in a good direction? Like there's a little bit of a moment of hesitancy that I could see coming through for each of you this week. It doesn't feel major. It doesn't feel like it's going to derail things between the two of you, but I do think that that could happen because like both of you look like you're coming into it with a little bit of baggage. Who doesn't have baggage, right? You've got the Three of Swords, they got the Devil. Both of you have had some tough experiences, and I think you're both just trying to be mindful of not bringing those experiences into this connection. Okay, what actions could Leo be taking this week, please? The Eight of Pentacles, good. It's like you decide to invest in this person. You're putting in the effort to get to know them. What other actions could Leo be taking? The World. Yeah, getting closure about something. Maybe getting closure about that Three of Swords. Sometimes I kind of feel like when we meet somebody new and it's super exciting, that's what we needed to finally let go of the past. It could be that. Tell me more. And then the Queen of Swords, yeah. Asking lots of questions, being really curious about this person and wanting to get to know them. I feel good about this. I don't know, Leo, like I'm getting a good vibe. Let's see what the potential outcome is. What is the potential outcome? Six of Swords. I kind of feel like both of you are leaving your past behind. Tell me more. Two of Cups. I think that's why I was getting a good vibe, you guys. Two of Cups is like the soulmate card. Let's get one more card about the potential outcome here. Four of Cups. Oh my goodness. So, okay, we've obviously got like a soulmate connection here, but I think it's a little bit of an interesting start for the two of you because I feel like both of you are going to be super excited about each other, but there is something here for each of you where I still think you're working through stuff from the past. And so you're going to have to watch out for that Four of Cups, okay? Because the Four of Cups to me is the card of like a potential missed opportunity. And I think that's the advice for you guys this week, okay? It's like you have this soulmate connection coming in, okay, with the Two of Cups. Take a look at that. And I feel like both you and your person are being encouraged to let go of past stuff so that you can focus on each other. Because there is a little bit of a risk, again, with the Three of Swords for you and with the Devil for your person, that past stuff could come up and potentially make you guys feel insecure or pull back a little bit, right? So it's like each of you, I think, have to navigate through that because if you don't navigate through it, maybe this ends up being a missed opportunity between the two of you if you let your past like take over, right? But if you're able to let go of the past and focus on the connection that's here, that's where we've got that beautiful soulmate love. So it's interesting because I think there's like something feels really special between the two of you, but I do see both of you bringing baggage into the relationship. Again, who doesn't? We all have history, but as we always talk about, it's like, what do you do with that baggage? I feel like you're being encouraged, each of you, to like disconnect from any baggage that no longer serves you because with the Four of Cups, you don't want to miss out on the opportunity here because I think there's something very special about the potential between you and this person this week, but it's a tiny bit complex because of what each of you are bringing into it. So I guess the moral of the story is like, don't let the past emotional baggage derail the potential with this person. But remember, we got that soulmate, so there's something really good starting to form here, okay? So that's what I see for you, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, I wish you love and happiness always, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.